We've got good guy award winner Sean Manaea with us of the New York Mets, which probably feels good to say, right?
Yes, it does.
A couple months ago, you hit the market, and now you're officially back. I think you were at FanFest, right? And
Yeah,
saw
amazing day.
Yeah,
that was sweet. That was a lot
Wait,
of
you
fun.
had Boris?
right?
You had Boris?
Yeah, I sure
Oh,
did.
because he came over and gave you a hug. I was like, that was weird.
Yeah.
He was recruiting.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that. I
It's
just
got to
didn't
go
know.
way back,
Okay.
That is
All right.
cool. All right, the question I've been excited to ask you about is, so Chris Sale's here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw him yet, but if you do, are you going to go up to him and be like, hey, I don't know if you heard this story. I was watching you pitch. I'll let you tell it, but it's really cool.
Yeah, I have some money that I need to give him to, compensate him for all the work he's helping with. But no, yeah, I'm definitely excited to meet him because I've just seen him from afar, but I didn't want to step on any toes or something like that. So
I'll introduce you.
yeah, I'm definitely very excited
introduce you to him.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Is it crazy to think that, like, because just tell me, you're watching him, right, during the season, and you're like, hey, I feel like I should take a couple pages out of that book.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it just kind of like a light bulb went off where I was like, I don't know, like something felt like good and comfortable, and that's something I've been searching for a long time, and like I've been watching him do it for such a long time, and I was just like, let's just try something like that, and yeah, I mean, it was one thing led to another, and here we are. So,
Sean, you said it was comfortable, but how difficult is it to make that kind of adjustment in the middle of a season? How did it come about?
I mean, to me, it didn't feel like a huge drastic difference. To me, it actually felt like everything was easier. Like I felt like before it was like I'd be like the Yankee game, the game before. I was throwing, and I'd just be like, every pitch just felt like I feel like I can get more out of it. Just nothing felt right. And then since I made that switch, it's like I could care less about like the feels and stuff. It's just like I have like one thought, and then just try and throw the ball as hard as I can, and just very simplified everything, which kind of unlocks something.
Do you realize that's not real? Like, do you realize like it's not easy? Everybody does that. Like, I watch somebody hit, and I'm like, I
try
should
that.
swing like Albert Pujols. A couple good swings at BP.
Yeah.
Goes over the game. Same result.
Well,
do you realize it's not that easy?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's not the only person I've ever tried to emulate or try, and so I've definitely gone through iterations of, Scherzer, Lincecum, like all these like greats where I'm like, oh, these guys are good. I might as well try it out. And nothing stuck until this thing.
Lincecum to Sale is like as far away as you can get. Lincecum was like straight over the top downhill. Sale's like stepping over behind you, throwing it over here.
Yeah, I mean, that was more when I was growing up, and I was like, since pro ball, I've kind of tried to be my own person, but, there's greats for the reason,
I told this story real quick one time on the show, but in 2015, you were in spring training with the Royals.
Yep.
I was there, and I remember watching you. You know how you were kind of like with the younger guys, so all the good pitchers pitched first, and then you went out and pitched, and then the next day that you threw a pen, you were with like some of the big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember telling our Cody Clark, our bullpen catcher at the time, I said, do you see how much farther that guy is? Because you all threw at the same time on the 8-pack, and your hand was that much farther out in front of everybody else's. He was like, yeah, that guy was a pretty high pick. I think he's going to be good. I'm like, yeah, I can tell.
That's awesome. Yeah, I go back to those days. It's really cool seeing how far I've come since those times, So
and you barely got terrible paycheck this offseason, right?
Oh man.
No, we very excited about that.
And you get to go back to New York.
Yeah,
we had unbelievable success.
Yeah, very excited about that. Love the city, love the organization. So just super happy to be back here.
When you went into free agency, Sean, how did you approach it? Was that the priority to get back to New York Mets?
Yeah, I think like talks and everything like that, they just kind of everything lined up with coming back to New York. Obviously, last year was great, and I think just everything that was on the table, it was just kind of like a no-brainer for us. So once we hammered out all the like little details, it just kind of made a lot of sense. So at the end of the day, it was a pretty easy decision, I would say.
Good for you.
What are you most excited about to go back? Like actually getting to go back?
I mean, working with Hef and the rest of the pitching staff and the analytics department, I feel like we got like a very good system going on. Towards the end of the season, it was like, I'd pitch, I'd go in, I'd ask everyone how like my stuff looked, and then from that, it would just be kind of like, all right, is there anything like I needed to work on, like objectively going into this next start, and then kind of hammer that out in the like bullpen that week or something like that, and then just kind of build off that. So just like the system that we had, I feel like we can just keep improving upon that, and then it's just nice to be back with a group of people that you've known and grown accustomed to.
We got to ask, will OMG be back next year? You guys carried it over to the next year?
I as much as I love it, I know the fans love it. I think there's a time and place, and 2024 is. I hope we have some kind of like remembrance of it. But yeah, maybe Grimace comes out and dances to it or something like that. But maybe we have another chant or another song or something like that. That'd be really cool.
Or the eye black with the pitchers, all like you guys had a lot of gimmicks.
You guys had a lot of skits.
A lot of gimmicks.
A lot of skits.
Like you forget.
As you guys are well aware, the baseball community is very superstitious, and in those times when they're needed, it makes a lot of sense. So I mean, we had Sevy like wearing 59 like through the airport one time, and I was like, that's dedication. So it was like it was super funny. So.
One more quick one, because you got to ask this, I'm sure, a million times today. Pete, coming back?
I genuinely hope so, but
ask Scott. Scott was just here. Let's ask Scott.
Yeah,
Scott.
Text Pete?
I mean, I work out with him. I see him every day, so.
But did you text him?
About
because it's a big thing in New York, like texting.
Yeah. So you got to change his number.
So you've talked to Pete about it.
You're with him every day in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We work out. I just want whatever's best for Pete, and so at the end of the day.
Have you talked to Soto?
I have not yet, but hopefully.
Will he sign your 1000th baseball, your 1000th strikeout? Since you punched his ticket on it.
I hope so. That'd be cool. I don't know what that conversation's like. Is that an awkward conversation?
No. If you came up to me and punched me out, I'd be like,
yeah, I would sign like your
honored about that.
500th career home run or something like that. Like,
right. Who are you looking at? 500 home runs. I had Brandon Belt sign my first big league strikeout. I struck him out, and he signed it for me. So you need to get Juan to sign.
That's sweet.
And you tell him I'm the good guy award winner, so that helps. But Sean, great to have you here.
Thank you so much,
guys.
Love what you guys do.